Hey, what's up, guys? I'm your second favorite PE teacher, Denver. Click like and subscribe right now. And thanks to you guys who came out to my stream yesterday for customs and the giveaway. We'll do more customs soon live, and keep sending code thatdenverguyYT pics and videos. I'll pick winners and shout outs in the next video. So anyway, Ninja did it again, guys. Right after he said he's tired of the complaining, he's sick of all the negativity, Ninja let out his true opinion on Fortnite. And as much as we all want to find positivity with Epic and Fortnite right now, even Ninja sees that the game is in a rough state. Fortnite is actually at its lowest point ever for the start of a season, ever. And for you guys who agreed with Ninja that we should all just stop complaining, maybe people are complaining for a good reason. And the complaining so that Epic finally listens, it might be the only way to actually bring Fortnite back, because it is heading downhill right now. Now, maybe he was just mad. I mean, we all get frustrated. You'll see the clip in a second. He did just get destroyed by another duo letting off their drum guns. But some people even say he slipped up here and said what he isn't supposed to say, which is that he thinks Fortnite is terrible. Yes, some people are accusing Ninja of being paid by Epic to only be positive about the game. And this is just a theory. It could be true, it could be false, and I'll show you what I have. You'll find out in a second. First, listen to Ninja here and tell me what you think.
Forgot about it. This guy's on you?
Yes.
Guy only 60C blue.
Bro, this game is terrible, man. I got two little trash cans just W keying with Tommy guns, dude.
Yeah.
What are you guys, man? Super talented.
Now, is this a big deal? Because 2 weeks ago, if Ninja would have said this, it would have been just another pro upset with Fortnite. No big deal at all, since almost every pro has said plenty of bad things about Fortnite by now. But the big deal here is that just a few days ago, Ninja mocked the community. Like, it was actually mocking other pros who complain by saying that the whining and negativity is killing the game. And a lot of you guys did agree with that based on the comments I read from you on that video, and that's totally fine, guys. I try to make my videos to where you can make up your own mind, and even though I was a little against Ninja in that last video, no whining and no complaining is usually a good thing. Unless, of course, the game, the movie, the store, or whatever you shop at and whatever else deserves it for making repeatedly questionable and sometimes just bad decisions or treating you poorly, as most of the pros feel right now. The rest of you guys said that Ninja is the biggest whiner of them all. But of course, people can change. We can grow. We can have more patience and understanding. It's true, people change all the time, and Ninja has actually been a really good role model for a while now. But just one day out of nowhere, one of the biggest voices in Fortnite suddenly changes and then mocks other influencers for having their own opinion. And then right after this, he gets mad in a fight and says the game is terrible. I want to be clear here, if Ninja is just trying to spread positivity and encourage streamers and content creators to be more careful with their influence, that is fair to say straight up, no arguing with that at all. But most of what I've seen is that influencers are constructively criticizing Fortnite, saying they were upset with Siphon being gone from Publix, like Ninja himself was upset with, or that the drum gun is not healthy for Fortnite, which again, Ninja stated he wasn't happy with the rarity and the power of the gun. And pros being upset with huge changes right before the World Cup qualifiers, which Epic themselves said they would never do, and then they did it. So Fortnite is at its lowest point for a season release ever. At what point do people like Ninja realize that it's not the complaining that is wrong and hurting Fortnite? It's Epic not listening to the community and the complaining. One of the most interesting things that I've seen popping up, some of you guys are thinking that Ninja is paid by Epic. And as crazy as that seems, some of it does make sense. I'm not saying it's true, but it is interesting when you look at what's in front of you. A company that has made decisions that don't seem very good for the game. Their employees are overworked, they're stressed out, and we know that Epic has sponsored and paid streamers and influencers before, like even Nick 830 was even paid to stream the game, even though Nick did say it is no longer the case after Dakota's kind of called him out on Twitter a while back for always being positive about the game. But as you know, Nick is just overall a positive guy. But would Epic possibly pay their biggest influencers to only say good things and to stop saying bad things to try to change your guys' opinion of how they are running the game? For you guys who are like, well, Ninja's rich, he doesn't need that kind of money, he has tons of it. For Ninja, we're talking millions of dollars, like a lot of money, of course, we all know that. But for Epic, we're talking billions of dollars. Of course, they aren't going to give Ninja $1 billion, but Ninja has like the final say across the community and is probably the most influential person in all of Fortnite. Some of you might say Tfue, sure, but like when Ninja said to stop complaining and all of a sudden half of the Fortnite fan base just suddenly said, yeah, stop complaining. See how effective him saying that one thing was? Definitely a strange theory, and who knows if it's true or not, but he definitely has reacted to things a lot differently than he ever has. I think we can all admit that, right? Can we all admit that? Is that fair to say? He reacts a lot differently now. It could just be wanting to be more positive and be a better role model. The last clip just shows what we saw even a few weeks ago versus how he reacts now. Watch this one from today where he went up against one guy. The guy had 2 drum guns. Pay attention to how he reacts now and how it's different than how he used to react.
He had 2 drum guns.
So Ninja always reacts strongly. He always has. And now we see him sit quietly for like 10 seconds after he dies to a bug or when he's frustrated. It's like every single time he's just quiet for like 10 or 20 seconds. Overall, that might just be more maturity. And it might just mean that he's growing in patience. It could 100% be that. It just all happened super quick. One day he was raging and saying what was on his mind about every topic in Fortnite, letting Epic know what he was frustrated with. The next day he's quiet and only saying good things. And when he ever said bad things recently, he always has to preface it with, now I love what Epic's doing here, or I see what Epic's doing here. Let me know what you guys think on that theory and if you saw anything different from him also that I might have missed. Now, one huge thing that honestly could be an entire separate video is the pros versus casual players. Do you guys feel like this is what's causing a lot of the problems with the decisions Epic is making? Epic catering to noobs and angering pros, possibly? Anytime I come across really good theories and ideas out on Twitter or Reddit, some of you guys just send them to me. I like to bring them to you guys and see what you think also. So Leo9991 said the thing is, do casuals seriously enjoy this meta? I doubt it. I play a lot of squads with my friends. I dislike the mode itself, but have fun playing with my friends, so I put myself through it. Do you guys feel kind of that way? Like, do you put yourself through something you don't like doing for your friends, or just maybe it could be straight up addiction and stuff? Who knows? Every single fight boils down to 3 to 4 players spraying me from different directions until they all simply get a few hits each on me, causing my death. The rest of the match is spent farming and searching for shields because shields have become extremely rare. I guess some bad players might enjoy this meta, but I doubt that average and above average players enjoy it. Now, Norby replied and said, no, all my sons have basically stopped playing, saying it's boring and too much going on. They're 10 and very casual. So is it actually casuals versus pros, or is this just Epic doing who knows what and killing their own game like the trend chart shows? Guys, I'm even afraid to make videos now saying what Epic is doing wrong because 1, I'm tired of it. I just want a good game and a company that listens to the community and willing to admit when they made mistakes, but also 2, I don't like seeing comments about like me beating a dead horse or like milking this situation. This situation is not one situation. Every single patch now is something that makes people scratch their heads, and then we wonder why Fortnite is at the lowest point ever. Then Ninja tries to blame it on us complaining. But would anybody even complain if the game was in a good state and not constantly making people wonder what is going on and why they are doing what they're doing? The drum gun was out in season 5 and you couldn't find a person, like literally friends, Reddit, Instagram, Twitch chat. Every single person seemed to be happy when the drum gun was gone, and now it's back. And then people aren't allowed to say anything because, and we voted it in, I guess. First, people like the Fortnite guy showed that the vote might have been rigged from the start. Second, the vote was most likely going to be for a gun. I mean, people like guns, and the drum gun straight up looks awesome. And it is a fun gun to play with. So, of course, why not vote for it? Third, I didn't even swing my pickaxe during the vote past like 10 seconds because so many people were on the drum gun. And I wasn't going to be able to do anything. It could have been a possible bandwagon effect where people did it just because other people wanted it. The thing is, Epic is relying on their casual crowd to decide the game for the core crowd. No game survives without their core crowd. Games that last forever listen to the pros and people who spend 10 to 12 hours a day playing versus letting the people who play 1 hour a week in Team Rumble decide what direction the game will go in. Riot, who made League of Legends, legit flies pros into Los Angeles and consults with them about their ideas for the game and what should be implemented or not. Epic literally ignores their pros. Most games have a test server where they can find bugs and exploits and get a feel for the meta of the game before bringing something in to the main crowd. Epic doesn't. And then they make huge changes days before the biggest tournament we've ever seen in gaming history. I'll say it now, guys. If you have something on your mind and you feel the game that you love is going downhill for no good reason at all, say something. Don't let a pro or anyone else silence you and make you either play a game you think has become terrible or quit the game altogether. If you invested time and money into this game, you aren't entitled when you share your opinion. You just want what is best for the game. Consider your opinion from both sides though, like is this just to make you happy or is it what's good for the game? Like Planes, I loved them, but were they good for the game? No. I'm glad that they're gone, even though I miss them. Flintlock pistol, I hate it. I cannot stand this gun, but it is a great balanced weapon and you can pull off some pretty awesome shots with it. Anyway, this was a super ranty video, but I just had to get it out there, guys. Make up your own minds on things. Don't just listen to pros, whether they're extremely positive or extremely negative. You decide for yourself. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll have code thatdenverguyYT shoutouts in the next video. Thank you guys who came out to the stream. We had almost 400 people at once and had a blast. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Love, Denver.